Hey guys, how you doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is the introduction to our mentoring program. So we're going to go over what we want you guys to achieve from this program. So firstly, we're going to go over just Trading 101, the basic principles. We're going to go over how you're going to develop your own trading strategy, your own sort of your own mindset, your capital protection, why patience is important, and all those sort of more basic principles that aren't actually like the technicals of trading. So we're then going to start to look at the actual technicals of trading. So we leverage trade here on leverage trading platforms, mainly crypto. So we're going to look at what leverage trading is, how we use it to profit from falling markets, and obviously how we need to manage our risk when we're leverage trading. So that will be the next subject, learning how to appreciate risk and how to manage it. So it will be calculating how much risk we're taking per trade, how to handle losses, and how to calculate risk. We're then going to move on to understanding candles and candle patterns. So candles are obviously really important. They are the most raw form of visualized price data. So they are really important that you understand what they're telling us. But then going to go on to support and resistance. So basically where you can draw those levels, those trend lines, those horizontal levels, the strength of those levels based on historical confluence. We're then going to go on to order types. So the different types of orders that we will use to place trades. So these are things such as limit orders, market orders, stop orders, good till cancelled orders, reduced only orders, and all the likes of those other kinds of orders, and how we actually use them, use the right order at the right time for our trading. We're going to look then at liquidity pools, so where they are and how they're going to influence our trading decisions and what they actually mean. I just missed a section, so we're going to also look at stop losses, so where to place the stop losses, how to use trailing stop losses, how we're going to use looking at the order book to where we're going to place the stop losses, and then obviously liquidity pools and support and resistance that we've looked at, and how that can affect where we put our stop losses. This is quite a big section, the next one. So this is chart patterns and how to trade them, because this is a lot of what trading is about. A lot of trading is about sort of chart patterns and then momentum. They're the two real things that drive price action. Well, not necessarily drive. Chart patterns don't drive price action, but chart patterns help us predict price action, and then momentum sort of does drive price action. So we're going to look at stop loss hunts, how to trade stop loss hunts, BART patterns, which are pretty common in crypto for some reason. So how we then trade these BART patterns. We're going to look at flags, bull and bear flags, and how we trade those, and they're obviously not just specific to crypto. You get them obviously in a lot of other markets too. Then we're going to look at the ascending and descending triangles, because these are another particular chart pattern that's quite popular in crypto. When I say popular, it just comes up and plays out in the charts a lot. It's not like all as crypto traders we just love those patterns, so we paint them in the charts and then trade them. It just happened to be a common just a common pattern that we see. Right, so we're then gonna look into momentum and how we trade momentum, how we look for momentum reversals. Momentum is a really important part of trading. It's one of the most important parts for us, because we use a lot of momentum based indicators for our sort of short-term trading. So then we're going to look at volatility, how to identify changes in the volatility regime, so increasing and decreasing volatility, what it means and what it means for price action, and then how it can confirm a trend or basically not confirm a trend. So we're going to look at what price action is telling us, so the price action in the market structure, and when price action trading is not pattern trading, but it's more of looking just at what the actual candles are telling, what the actual movement of the prices are doing, because obviously pattern trading it's only gives you a statistical edge in certain occasions, so nothing is ever guaranteed. So the price action will actually tell us and that confirm or unconfirm a chart pattern that we're looking at. So then we're going to look at equilibrium and imbalance in the market. So when we can see a market is in in a state of equilibrium, or when there's an imbalance and increase in volatility going on in the market. Then volume's obviously really important. Volume sort of confirms trend to a certain extent. So we're going to look at volume trends, the market insight that volume gives us, that volume spikes and types of volume spikes. Range trading is another important part of any sort of trading strategy. So we're going to look at sort of consolidation, the risks of range trading when ranges will expand, and then range trading indicators that we have in use and how to successfully trade those. So tying in with range trading, we've got RSI swing failure patterns, because these are often what sort of keeps us in a certain range. So we're going to look at examples of those and the RSI indicator. So that will cover a lot of the actual trading aspects. So we're then going to look at Bitmex, because that's the platform we predominantly use to trade on. Obviously other platforms are available and they work in a very similar way, but we're just specifically going to go over Bitmex because that's what we're going to use. So we're just going to learn how to register an account, deposit your funds, navigate the trading screen, enter stop losses, enter your positions, set your leverage, review the details, open your position, and then obviously look at your risk management on there. And then finally, another very important aspect of our trading is TradingView. So we're going to have a look at TradingView, how we use it to basically have our indicators on, to what we look at in the price action, how TradingView is sort of what we actually use to look at all this price action that we're talking about, and then also importantly is how to set alerts on TradingView to allow us to know when we've got a certain trading setup. So yes, that's basically everything that we want to achieve from this program. So yeah, so I look forward to you guys getting stuck into it. Any questions, obviously, and everything, you can always fire them over. And yeah, so let's get started.